Example number 1, 1 over 5 plus 1 over 6 plus 2 over 3. Now, these are all three fractions. And if you look at the denominators, all three are different. We have 5, 6 and 3 in the denominator. So if you remember the rule, first rule, it says if the denominators are different, we cannot add or subtract. So here we have the same case. So what are we going to do? We have to find out LCM of 5, 6 and 3 by list method. So we have made a working column, and in that working column we are going to write down multiples separately of 5, 6 and 3. And then from there we will find out our LCM. As you can see in the working column, first I've written all multiples of 5, then I've written multiples of 6, and then I've written multiples of 3. So multiple is a number which is equally divisible by the given number. Equally divisible means that it gives 0 in the remainder. Now, 5 multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 35, and then I've put dots, it means that it will go on. Then I have written for 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 and so on. Then for 3 we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 and so on. Now, can you see any common multiples in all three? Okay, let's take a look at 5. Is 5 present in all three? No. Is 10 present in all three? No. Is 15 a multiple of all three? No, 15 is not. Then is 20 a multiple of all three? No, it is not. Is 25 a multiple of all three? No. 30. Is 30 a multiple of all three? Is it present in the multiples of 5, 6 and 3? Yes, 5 6 times 30, 6 5 times 30 and 3 10 times is 30. So we are going to mark our LCM in the working column. We will show it that we have found our LCM. Just look at the working column. I have highlighted the common multiple, and then I have written LCM is equals to 30, because this is the only number which is present in all three, which is the common multiple of all three. So we have to pick a number which will be present in the multiples of all the given denominators. That will be considered as our LCM. Now moving on to the next step. First was finding out the LCM. The next step is that we will start working on it. So we will begin with an equal to and our first fraction. First we will put down the first fraction and we will work with it only. So we have first fraction, that is 1 over 5. Now because I have to add the fractions and I have to make the denominator into 30, change that into 30. But the first fraction is 1 over 5. So 5, we need, in place of 5, we need 30. So it's a very simple thing. You divide LCM by the denominator and the quotient is being multiplied by the whole fraction, numerator and denominator. Like for example, here our LCM is 30. So we divide 30 by 5. If you can see in the working column, 30 divided by 5 gives us 6. It means 1 over 5 will be multiplied by 6. So 1 over 5 and then it will be multiplied. So 1 multiplied by 6 over 5 multiplied by 6. This is what we are going to write there, because 6 is our answer when we have divided 30, which was our LCM, by the first denominator, which was 5. So 1 into 6 over 5 into 6. Now next fraction is 1 over 6. But before bringing that down, what do we have to do? There is an addition sign. So that comes down first, and then comes down your second fraction, that is 1 over 6. So same thing here. LCM is 30. Second denominator is 6. 30 divided by 6 gives us 5. So this means 1 over 6 will be multiplied by 5. It will be 1 into 5 over 6 into 5. This was easy because the first denominator was 5. So we divided 30 and we got 6. So we knew when we will divide 30 by 6, we will get 5. Right? Now comes our third fraction, that is 2 over 3. So before that, again we have an addition sign. So first we will bring that addition sign down, and then we will bring down 2 over 3. So now LCM is 30. Third denominator is 3. 30 divided by 3 gives you 10. Table of 3. 3 10 times is 30. So this means 2 over 3 will be multiplied by 10. So we will be writing 2 into 10 over 3 into 10. So we have 1 over 5 multiplied by 6 plus 1 over 6 multiplied by 5 plus 2 over 3 multiplied by 10. So in the next step now, we will be multiplying them, and then we will see what do we get. So first fraction gave us 6 over 30. 1 into 6 is 6 and 5 times 6 is 30. The next fraction, 1 into 5 is 5 and 6 into 5 is 30. So we have got 5 over 30. So you see denominator is changing into the same one. It was different and now it is becoming the same denominator. Now the third fraction is 2 into 10 over 3 into 10. So we get 20 over 30. Now 6 over 30 plus 5 over 30 plus 20 over 30. Can we add these now? Yes, we can, because we have the same denominator. Now 6 plus 5 gives us 11. So we will get 11 over 30. So 11 over 30 plus 20 over 30. Now 11 and 20. Same denominator, right? So we can simply add 11 and 20. So what do we get? 11 plus 20 makes 31. So we get 31 over 30. Now if you look at 31 over 30, what kind of a fraction is this? A proper one or an improper one? It is an improper one. Why is it an improper one? Because the numerator is greater than the denominator. Right? Because we have 31 over 30. So 31 is bigger than 30, which means it's an improper fraction. 31 over 30. So we can change this into mixed fraction. We can divide 31 by 30. By dividing 31 by 30, we get one whole number 1 over 30.